Alright, so before I start this video, I want to say the things I believe are real, and also I have atheistic evidence for what I believe. So it's like that's like would be called a proof that what I believe is real. I'm saying the things I really believe. You don't know. Essentially, what I'm saying is what I know is real. Like what I know, because like Lain Iwakura is always talking about what do I know or who knows who I am. The word know and knowing philosophically. What I know is real. So I want to explain something. I know Jordan Peterson personally before I start this video. I know him personally. Or at least I knew him before because I've dissociated from this guy. All I'm saying is like a long time ago, I was like I parted ways with that motherfucker because he is. I know him like I've texted him before, like I know him personally. He made a video about me in 2023 because he made a video about me in 2023 because of the account that I was posting on Twitter and also the videos I was posting on YouTube when I was suffering from severe delusions. And he made one video about me and then proceeded to make shitloads of videos about me which aren't really about me at all because he's just talking bullshit. You have to understand Jordan Peterson is a liberal now. He before he was like a sort of like he was like not even like he wasn't really like a real conservative. He never stuck by his word. He became a liberal. I'm saying like he is a traitor. He is not a he is not a Republican. He is a liberal. If you analyze his language and you understand language like I do, you will understand his language is literally it's liberal language. He is literally speaking liberal language. He's a Canadian, but that doesn't mean he has to be a liberal. You can be a Canadian without being a liberal. You don't have to be a liberal if you're Canadian. He is genuinely fucking retarded. I mean, just like when I watch his latest videos, I'm like, this person is actually a fucking retard. He's like actually fucking retarded. And this is the guy that people think is so smart because he studied theology. Anybody can fucking do that. Read a book, dumbass. You want to study theology? Then pick up a book and read the Bible. Pick up a book on theology and read the fucking Bible and think for yourself. Why do you need a fucking father figure who's a liberal retard and a fucking communist to tell you how to read the Bible? Just read the fucking Bible. Be a conservative. I'll literally explain to you how to be smart. It's very simple. There are 4 steps to being smart. It's extremely simple. 1, you have to be a conservative. You have to be a Republican. 2, read lots and lots of literature on topics that are interesting to you, especially history, because that's very critical to being a Republican. But you can read all sorts of anything that interests you, and you cannot be a communist. You have to be a Republican. Anyways, so the third step, what's the third step? I'm trying to remember. The third step is you have to believe in God. You have to be either a Christian or a Jew or a Muslim, some sort of like anything where you believe in a monotheistic God. And the fourth one, I'm trying to remember what the last one is. I'm like, I just thought about it. Well, I can't remember what the fourth one is, But I'm assuming the fourth one would be acquiring wisdom over the course of your life. By doing all three of those things, you acquire wisdom over the course of your life, also just by living in the real world. Now, I want to explain something. When people say we are living in the modern age and the way it was back then just isn't applicable now, is fucking bullshit. Because you know why? We still live on the same planet that people 1,000 years ago lived on. Therefore, we abide by the same rules. Just because you have a computer at your desk and some fucking quote unquote economy, what you really have is people buying and selling things the same way they did 1,000 years ago, and a computer where you have information technology so you can fucking do that shit. Just buying and selling shit. That's all we're fucking doing over here. An economy is really just people buying and selling shit the same way they did 1,000 years ago. And all the laws of philosophy and mindset and being a badass are applicable to us as they were 1,000 years ago, because the humans from 1,000 years ago are the same as the humans now. They were just born 1,000 years ago before they knew about all this computer bullshit. And Jordan Peterson is such a liberal. He's like, oh my God, the Canadian economy. What are we going to do? Trump, the dictator, is in office. I mean, are you a fucking mentally retarded person? Trump is not a dictator. He is the president of the United States. He is not a Nazi. He is not a fascist. And if you don't believe me, then try being born in fucking America in World War II while the Nazis were in power in fucking Europe, and say, oh yeah, then you think critically about it being born in like the 30s or the 20s, and now it's Nazi Germany and shit. You're like, how the fuck am I gonna survive the war? There's fucking Germans killing people, and there's a world fucking war too, and motherfucking, like, you're saying like this motherfucker Trump, because he's a Republican, is a Nazi or a fascist or a king, when in reality he's just a fucking normal guy? I mean, Nuxanor said something really crazy. Apparently being far right simply means you don't want your daughters to be raped by immigrants. That's all it fucking means. That's what being far right is. You don't want people to rape your fucking children. That's all being far right is. It means having Christianic values and being intelligent and wise. By doing all four of those things I said, you will be smart and actually live your life like a human being rather than a fucking monster who is a liberal smoking fucking pot all the time. You see what I'm saying? And also, do you realize how disgusting it is that pot was legalized? It's a fucking horrible thing. Because it's the gateway drug, and it just destroys people. I mean, they legalized pot. It is a gateway drug to more difficult drugs. And actually, the drug itself, pot, is already an extremely unhealthy drug. A cigarette doesn't get you high. A cigarette is like a cup of coffee. Obviously, it should be legal. Alcohol should be legal because it's... Well, how do I explain that alcohol should be legal? There must be a way to, like... Alcohol should be legal because it's like... It's not a drug. It's a downer. And then marijuana is literally a poisonous plant that makes you high and incapable. It also destroys your brain. And it brings kids into drugs. Because let me explain the people who... All right, so let me explain this. First of all, you have to understand something about me. If you see my channel before, that I'm like I think about this stuff because I'm a Mexican black woman. Like dude, like, I'm a Mexican black woman. Marijuana is literally for children, retards, and people who think that that marijuana will somehow make them real. They think if they smoke marijuana, they'll be a real guy, a real motherfucker. It doesn't make you real. Have you seen the people on marijuana? They look like fucking zombies. Anyways, you're not doing real drugs anyways. Marijuana is for fucking children and fucking people from the 70s who thought marijuana was the shit. Real drugs are things like what they did in the 70s, LSD, or fucking like anything that's a real drug. Like, for example, today, K2 is not marijuana. If you smoke K2, you're doing a real drug. If you smoke crack cocaine, you're doing a real drug. If you do cocaine, you're on the gateway to crack because cocaine fucking sucks. And crack is fucking superior. You are not a real fucking gangsta. You are looking at a real fucking gangsta. You smoking marijuana are a fucking mentally retarded child, and you need to grow a pair of balls and give it up. Because that's what you're doing. You're destroying yourself. Grow a pair of fucking balls, and don't be Jordan Peterson, a mentally retarded liberal communist who fucking cucked himself into oblivion. He's been posting hundreds of videos cucking himself into oblivion. I'm like, what the fuck is this person doing? He's like the fucking iDubbbz and nobody knows it. He's like iDubbbz. He's a fucking cuckold, bro. He's a pedophile. You see the way he talks about kids? He's saying like adults are kids in adult bodies who want to work and play, who just play all the time and never become adults like fucking Peter Pan. You hear him say the word Peter Pan all the time. He's a fucking pedophile. Adults are not children. Adults, once you are 18, this is the way it was in the 40s. When you're 18, you have to bust ass at a job. Because you're an adult now, you graduated from school, and you have to actually work. Instead of being a fucking pussy, adults are not the same as children. You don't kill children. You kill adults if they do bad things. But if a child does something bad, you don't kill the fucking child. You see what I'm saying? Adults are not fucking children. He is a straight up pedophile. He knows I fucking hate him too. I haven't said anything about this on my channel. I fucking despise Jordan Peterson. And I know him personally. I'm dead fucking serious. He made a video about me in 2023 and I was texting him because he sent me his phone number about the video. I'm dead fucking serious. I fucking despise him. I hate him so much. But yeah, whatever. I mean, real people are on the fucking ground working their balls off to pay their bills. And if they're working at a job where they can be a lackadaisical fool, where they don't have to do fucking shit all day and make loads of money from sitting at their desk inputting basic information into a computer like a child, well then they're not even adults because your ability to complete a job that requires no skill whatsoever does not make you an adult. Your ability to do a job, whether it be for money or not, which is actually legitimately difficult, requires actual adulthood and maturity and discipline. Now, your ability to shit out videos like Jordan Peterson about your communist, blatantly fucking mentally retarded lies. I mean, he's not a conservative. Are people insane? He's on the Daily Wire with Ben Shapiro. I mean, he is not a conservative. He's not. He's a liberal. Are you stupid? If you actually think he's a conservative. He's not. He's a liberal. Nuxenor, the blue Jew, the VTuber. I don't like to say, I mean, it sounds kind of rude to say it like that, but he calls himself that. All I'm saying is like he's an actual Republican. Or Jake Monroe. I mean, Jake Monroe's a little bit extreme. He's on the extreme side. But he's also a Republican. He's like a goth Republican. Now, I'm an emo Republican who's a Mexican black woman born in Mexico and a black woman, according to my schizophrenia, but what I believe is actually real. Let alone things that I don't necessarily have evidence for, given the fact I know for a fact I'm an extraterrestrial. Also, I published a book. I published a 28-page book called The Philosophy of Norism and the Language of Nor. That's not what it's called, though, when it's published. It's actually called Words Word of Christ. Because not only am I the smartest person at the age of 26 on the entire planet who has ever lived and is the only person capable of doing deep introspection in the way I do, nobody else on the planet can do it. Well, what I'm saying is, I'm the only person in the world who can do this stuff. Or what I'm how do I word this? I'm the only person in the world who can do this shit, what I'm doing. Nobody else on the entire planet can do it. I'm the smartest person on the planet, a genius, smarter than like Aristotle, because I am Aristotle by the float. Are you not seeing my point? What is my point? I forgot my train of thought. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm literally Lain Iwakura, right? Now you can get to that part. But when I say I'm the second coming of Christ, then you start to like be like, this guy's kind of a schizo. And yes, Lain Iwakura is a schizophrenic canonically. Although because I'm not a human, I am the second coming of Christ by the sheer logic of the shoreline of Mexico, which is the logic within my own mind. Also, by the way, you must be a Republican if you want to be smart. You must be a badass. You will never be smart if you are a liberal. You will be a cuck for your whole life if you do not become a Republican. Now, I understand if you grew up in a state where there's a ton of liberals and you just didn't know. But if you don't red pill yourself and change the way you think and realize the truth, you are literally a cuckold whether you are a man or a woman. Also, by the way, one more thing I want to say. On fucking rap music, they always, like, the black rappers will always say they fucked other people's women. On Drake's album Iceman, he fucking said he wants to fuck the wife of a man who had kids with the wife. So, meaning that if the woman fucks him, the woman is fucking deplorable and an adulterer in the eyes of God by Christianic values and Muslim values, or Jewish values, even. I mean, the woman is literally a piece of shit if she cheats on her husband after having kids with him, especially with some man who would be Drake in this case. And then Drake is also a cuck because he wants to do that. You see what I'm saying? And there's people who agree with me on this. That Mexican OT, I watched a Joe Rogan podcast with that Mexican OT. He was in a situation where a married woman wanted to have sex with him and the woman had kids, and he was so disgusted by her that he couldn't even get his dick hard and he didn't want to fuck her. It's actually disgusting, and if you fuck someone else's woman, whether that woman is married to him or not, if you fuck someone else's woman, you are legitimately a fucking cuck. All right? It's just reality. I mean, like, I'm so fucking based and red pill. What you're supposed to do is be a human being who says to myself, oh, I want a girlfriend, and I want a wife and kids, and I want to be a responsible adult who busts ass for my fucking wife, and she better be a good wife, because if she's not, then you're dumping the bitch, and it doesn't affect your masculinity. It doesn't even affect your masculinity if you're walking down the street and you get jumped. You are not cucked because you got jumped. You are literally just accepting the fact you were not able to defend yourself in that situation as a man by the people who jumped you. And saying you're still a man, you still got a dick and balls, and you're not a fucking, like, loser because of it. You're not a loser if you lose in a fight if you're a man. You're still a fucking man if you lose in a fight. I mean, in war, when you go to war, it's literally kill or be killed. It's kill or be killed. I mean, it's not, oh my god, is this guy better than me? Is this guy gonna beat me in the rap game? Is this guy gonna be a better rapper than me and get more clicks and views and attention than me like a fucking woman? No, it's you kill or be it's kill or be killed. It's not the same fucking thing. Also, I'm not a misogynist. I'm a woman myself. I'm just speaking the fucking truth over here. I mean, like, tell me if you disagree with anything I'm fucking saying. Because everything I'm saying is correct. And also, by the way, a sheer statement, what I believe is correct and what I know is real. And saying Hegel was correct and Kant was was the inspiration for Hegel. And also German philosophy was a sort of concept of one's own mind. I'm literally smarter than anybody who's ever fucking lived.